Hello, my friends. I'm John, your carnivore teacher. Let's talk sustainability. Not in the trendy greenwash sense of the word, but in the real human sense. Because when people ask me about the carnivore lifestyle, one of the first things they say is, yeah, but can you really do that forever? And my answer always is the same. Not only can you, you're designed to. When we talk about sustainability, we're talking about something you can live with for life, effortlessly. Something that doesn't require apps, macros, meal plans, cheat days, or mental gymnastics. Something that doesn't take up your mind space. And that's exactly what the carnivore way of eating gives you. Other diets, vegan, keto, paleo, Mediterranean, Weight Watchers, calorie counting, they all have one thing in common. They depend on discipline, not biology. They rely on willpower, not instinct. But the proper human diet, eating real animal foods, doesn't fight your biology. It aligns with it. You don't have to track, you don't have to plan, you don't have to force it. Your hunger and satiety regulate themselves naturally because your body is getting what it's been craving all along, complete nutrition. It's simple. Sustainability comes down to simplicity. When you eat meat, eggs, and fish and animal fat, that's it. No confusion, no cravings, no complexity. You don't wake up thinking about breakfast or debating whether this fruit or that nut is allowed. You just eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're full. That's not a diet. That's living in sync with nature. Other diets create dependency on supplements and powders and smoothies and fake foods. Carnivore creates independence. You could be anywhere, camping, traveling, home, or on a cruise, and still thrive on meat, fish, eggs, salt, and water. That's real-world sustainability. Even fasting. If there's no food, you fast for a while. Biological sustainability, your body was never designed to rely on constant snacking, grazing, or carb cycling. It was designed for metabolic efficiency, long stretches of fasting, and feasting on nutrient-dense food. When you fuel your body with fat and protein, your energy is stable, your hormones are balanced, your hunger signals normalize. You're not hanging on between meals, you're thriving between them. Compare that to plant-based diets where people have to eat every 2 or 3 hours to maintain blood sugar. That's not sustainable. That's survival mode. Carnivore turns that chaos off. It restores homeostasis, the balance your body's been missing. Now, there's emotional and mental stability too. This lifestyle frees your mind. No guilt, no counting, no falling off the wagon. You eat food you love, you feel great, and you move on with your day. You don't obsess over food. That's mental peace, and it's priceless. When you stop fighting cravings, stop arguing with yourself about what's healthier or what's allowed, you finally realize this isn't restrictive at all. It's the most liberating way to live. You can sustain something that makes you feel this good, this stable, and this sane. Now, there's environmental and ethical sustainability too. People often ask, but isn't eating meat bad for the planet? That's one of the biggest myths out there. Properly raised ruminant animals like cows and sheep and bison actually regenerate the soil and restore the ecosystems. Regenerative grazing builds topsoil, sequesters carbon, and brings biodiversity back to the land. Industrial monocrop agriculture, the one that grows all the grains and the soy and the seed oils that destroy human health, that's the real environmental disaster. When you buy local meat, support your ranchers, and use the whole animal, bones, fat, organs, marrow, you're living in perfect balance with nature. That's sustainability on every level, personal, biological, and environmental. Sustainable works. At the end of the day, the only truly sustainable diet is the one that works. If it doesn't fix your energy, your mood, or your weight, or your digestion, or your sleep, you won't sustain it. You'll quit. The carnivore lifestyle works because it's how humans were designed to eat. It's not a 30-day challenge. It's not a phase. It's a return to the blueprint that built us. Once you heal, once you feel the difference, there's no going back. You don't have to sustain it through effort. You sustain it because it sustains you. Here's the bottom line. Sustainability isn't about moderation. It's about alignment. It's about doing what your body recognizes as normal. And that's eating real animal food. No tracking, no guilt, no cravings, just results that last a lifetime. That's what makes this different from every other diet out there. This isn't a diet. It's a way of life. And once you find it, you'll never want to let it go. If you found this helpful, click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Please share this with somebody so they understand sustainability on the carnivore diet. And if you would like to ask me a question, a comment, or offer a suggestion for a future video, I'll write you back. I'll consider the option and maybe make a video for you. Thank you for tuning in. Check out my book, The Carnivore Teacher, on Amazon and Audible, and also my book, Processed to Death, on Amazon and Audible, if you're interested. If you're not, just watch my free videos. My goal is to pay it forward to you no matter what, and to teach as a teacher, because that's what I've done my whole life. Have a good day.